Since I had just stopped a murder from taking place, I was overflowing with confidence. So I picked a fight with the biggest lad I could find and got slapped up. Dojima gets Nanako a shirt that she never wears once. Chie has a panic attack.
Someone's here! He touched me! It's a ghost!
I cheat using Google. I see a delinquent with an interesting backstory.
I think what happened was he crushed the local bikers all by himself because the noise kept his mother up at night.
What a mama's boy, who then appears on TV, and supposedly we can't make out who it is. I think we should start wearing those glasses full time. Good news is, we figured it out the second time. Now on to more important things. Women. We proved that we should not be in charge of a covert operation and get busted, so we leg it. The next day, we once again show we have no concept of stealth, except this time, we don't get caught by some miracle. I take Yukiko and leave those two to do the hard part. And boy, she sure is thirsty, just not for drinks. So while I get her number, those two fuck up the plan and get chased again in circles because apparently no one thought to split up. At least they came back in one piece. Too bad he came back too. Kanji had gone missing. I needed to watch the Midnight Channel.
Hello, dear viewers. It's time for Bad Bathhouse.
On second thought, you'll be fine.
Well then, let's get this show on the road. Toodaloo!
I think I tuned into the wrong program. Nevertheless, I spring into action, only for Teddy to be broken. So I went into town and discussed some very important things. And eventually Kanji, where my investigation forces me to wait until tomorrow. No rush apparently. Good thing slender young man here just gives me the information I need. Didn't have to do anything for it. I introduced the gang to our new mascot, a fox. Now we can go in.
Come here, pussycat.
Oh, such well-defined pecs.
There's no need to be scared.
Maybe we should come back later. Finally, we could get started. And boy, it went well. I found a rare enemy who hit my bro and ran. And his friend did the same.
Great work!
At least Teddy was impressed, I guess. Then the entire party got hit with panic. And we all turned on each other. What are the odds of this happening? Then Chie misses. At least this can't get any worse. Next thing you know, the hand escapes again. Shut up, Teddy. And Kanji starts being weird again. Yukiko dies twice. Then my bro joins her. Yukiko is inflicted with fear and runs away. I'm only on the 4th floor and it feels like I've done 20. At least Pixie was kicking some serious ass. I was going to make it in no time, so long as things started to go my way. Spoiler alert, it didn't. First, Kanji did Kanji things. This guy kept killing us, or countering us. Good thing he ran out of SP. Then I died to these guys. Right. When I found Kanji again, he was still doing Kanji things.
Oh, how I hate girls.
He doesn't seem to take the fact that he's a sausage man very well. And so we must fight. Me and Yosuke spent most of this fight poisoned. I'm not even joking. Every time he used that poison move, he only got us two. Kanji of course absorbs electricity, which I forgot about. His henchmen are easy. One is weak to ice, the other fire. Chie did her super kick, but didn't send him flying. I'm not gonna lie, this fight was fairly easy. I mean, yeah, Yosuke is weak to lightning, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum could get rid of their weaknesses. But listen, when the boss of the group is Kanji, you know they're just complete dumbasses. So I made quick work of them. And yeah, he almost got me near the end, but I gave him a good whack in the face, and then he had a realization. Apparently, he's not a fan of the man. Could have fooled me. Afterwards, Dojima quizzes me on my activities. He needs to stay in his fucking lane. Leave this to the professionals. Me. Since this dungeon seems to be all about acceptance, come here, buddy. Shh. Just let it happen. The killer had failed once again. This guy does sure fail a lot. Now, Kanji can give me the details I need.
Well, it was just a feeling I had. I don't know if anyone actually came. Other than that, I remember some weird, dark entrance thing.
Great. The guy who got kidnapped told me he got kidnapped. I suppose he can join my squad and fulfill our dunce role. He's perfect.
What?
My teacher comes up and abuses me. Just like real life. Since the killer is taking some time off, me and my bro decide to go and get a motorcycle license to pick up some chicks. I shall call it the Pixie bike. Time to put the plan into action. And Kanji is here for moral support. What a good friend. Then he fucks off to go buy some arts and crafts. So we waited for 3 hours for the ladies to come to us. Clearly, we have high opinions of ourselves. When that didn't fucking work, we realised we needed to take charge. Yeah, so I struck out twice. Third time is the charm. I'm sure this will go well.
Hello? Oh, I get it. It's you, huh? You rat bastard. You're dead, shitbird. How dare you hit on my girl? I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck. You better not call again, got it?
I think he might be angry. And the number Yosuke got? Well...
Wait!
Probably should have left that one alone. At least Yosuke got to achieve his up-close and personal plan. I consider this mission a complete success. My silent protagonist decides to keep his mouth fucking shut while Chie and Yukiko begin to plan to fucking poison us, and then we die. Maybe we should have died, because Yosuke has all the tact of a bulldozer and ends up sending Kanji to the girls' tent to pick up some chicks. I may have helped, but that's beside the point. It's mostly Yosuke's fault. Then the girls come to our tent. Another successful mission. This is going too well. Ah, there we go. I think we can establish that Kanji does indeed like girls. But then again, he was also looking at the lads, so probably both. At last, the next victim appears. You can tell because she's a girl. So we need to get her into our group. And this is the easiest way to get her into the group. So while Yosuke is being a fanboy, we agree to warn her by surrounding her, because that's not dodgy. Then Dojima gives me an interrogation.
I told you to keep your hands off this. Listen, this is a job for the police.
And I told you, this is a job for me. Since we're on a stakeout, we're going to need supplies apparently. And Adachi is apparently here to keep an eye on us. You'd think that creepy old guy taking pictures of the 15-year-old's room would be more of an issue than us. Fortunately, me and the boys got him. And then Adachi takes the fucking credit. While we were being heroes, we lost her. And then we found her. She's in the TV. Time to act. If Teddy wasn't completely fucking useless. So I go to get information on this chick. Except I forget where I need to go to get the valuable information to make this guy talk. So I walk around, trying to jog the old memory to see if I can solve the case. Then I remember, the nerd is at the school. Probably should have guessed that. Too bad it's Sunday, so school is closed. So I had to get it the next day. Except the paparazzi guy only shows up on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. This took extremely long. Especially considering we should have been able to figure this out on our own. Our great big discovery is that Rize is worried about her true self. No shit, everyone in this game is worried about their true self. So I give Teddy the valuable piece of information we could have told him from the start and make my way into the next dungeon. A frickin' strip club. Since I need to pick a team, Kanji is getting the short straw. He uses electricity, like Pixie, so he's no good to me. The good news is, loads of enemies in this dungeon are weak to electric attacks. Except this guy, who seems to repel everything, so he doesn't count. And don't get me started on those boulders. They just sit on you, and then you die. But hey, at least Stringman here is weak to electric. He has some walk though. I'll give him that. Just nonchalantly walks up and gives someone a headbutt. I run into an army of birds, which Pixie destroys. And then I completely mess it up because they drain wind, which cost me an extra 10 SP. Oh well. We then meet Rize and our cunning gang of detectives realize this isn't the real one. You'd think the dark blue aura, the yellow eyes, and the fact that she has fuck all clothes on would be a bit of a hint.
Were we like that? That's going kind of far.
Dude, you had nothing but a towel on. What do you think? We decide as a group that it's time to start missing like a bunch of twats, Teddy gets the wrong idea, because he's Teddy, and I meet Shadow Rise once again, who sends her minion after me. And boy, let me tell ya, that snake sure does love status effects. The fight wasn't too difficult. It was just long. There was that one time we all got a status effect, which wasn't fun, and I did almost die, but hey, at least I figured out his weakness at the end of the fight when I used fire. That probably could have been useful information at the start, but what can you do? Then I died on the next floor. I learned about Rise's type of fella. Some might take her type as a good thing. I don't. I played this game. I know she's an absolute bloodhound for my character. Practically calling him ugly, so she is. Time was of the essence, so I arrived to save the day. And Rise does Rise things, I guess. This fight sure was a pain. This chick loves super effective moves, like a lot. Couldn't catch a break, so I couldn't. My damage was meh. At least GA got a crit. When she wasn't exploiting our weaknesses, she was smacking me with crits. This boss is surprisingly competent. After whatever the fuck that was, she had scanned our abilities and we started missing. So we lost. And then Teddy decides to kamikaze himself and her. I know, very emotional. But god damn it, we got shown up by a teddy bear, everyone. This is embarrassing. Teddy had risked it all to save us. He showed that he was a true friend. So we decided to ignore him and went to check on the chick that almost killed us. Priorities. Am I right? Rise accepts the fact that she has multiple personality disorder. I've known this chick for like 5 minutes and I've already met 3 of them. Teddy decided after he heroically saved the day, was sick of our shit after we ignored him for the idol. Can't say I blame him. He did try to fight it, but sure, I suppose he can't be using his little nuke all the time. I guess we'll have to deal with evil Teddy then. This fight was long. It actually took me half an hour. Not even exaggerating. It literally took half an hour. It didn't help that he loved to use that stupid foolish whisper move. He was very predictable for the first phase. He would always use mind charge before his ice move, so I always knew when it was coming. Too bad he gave up that plan near the end and made Yukiko a liability. All she could do was guard, because he'd get a second turn otherwise. And yeah, he likes debuff. But guess what? So do I, Teddy. After what felt like an eternity, we had defeated the absolute beast, only for another beast to appear. Drunk Dojima. I preferred the stripper and the killer bear.